We're continuing with section 1-2, solving linear inequalities. Here in example 3, we want to solve negative x is greater than x minus 7 all over 2, and then graph the solution set on a number line. So first I copy the original problem. Now notice on the right side you have x minus 7 all over 2. This means this x minus 7 is being divided by 2. To undo that, we want to multiply both sides by 2. When we do such, these twos cross each other out, and we would be left with negative 2x greater than x minus 7. Negative 2x here came from 2 times negative x. Now we want both x's on the same side, so we want to take away this x here on the right side. To do that, we want to subtract x on both sides, the same thing as subtracting 1x. These cross out, and we would get negative 3x greater than negative 7. To finish this off, we want to just now divide by negative 3. Now remember that when you divide by a negative number for an inequality, we have to switch the sign. So this now becomes x is less than 7/3, since we had here two negatives, making it a positive. This is our answer. X is less than 7/3. Now we still want to graph the solution. To graph the solution, since this is a less than sign, we want an open circle. Okay, notice that whenever we have a less than or a greater than sign, it's an open circle. If it's a less than or equal to, it's a shaded circle. Now also, we want all numbers that are less than 7/3, so that's everything to the left of 7 over 3. The less than sign also points this way anyway, so that is a hint that you could use moving forward. Let's try another one. What is the solution to negative 2x greater than x plus 5 all over 3? So same as earlier, we have x plus 5 being divided by 3. So to undo that, we multiply both sides by 3. And that will give us negative 6x greater than x plus 5. Now we want the x's to be on the same side, so we're going to take away this x. Same thing, minus x, the same thing as minus 1x. And we now have negative 7x greater than 5. Last step, we divide both sides by negative 7. And again, dividing by a negative number flips our sign. So we have x is less than negative 5 over 7. And thus, our final answer is B. And same as earlier, we have an open circle at negative 5 over 7. And since we want all numbers less than negative 5 over 7, our arrow points to the left. To finish this lesson, let us look at a word problem. Javier has at most $15 to spend today. He buys a bag of pretzels and a bottle of juice for $2.59. If gasoline at this store costs $3.39 per gallon, how many gallons of gasoline to the nearest tenth of a gallon can Javier buy for his car? We want to find how many gallons, so let's represent that by the variable g. So if g represents how many gallons Javier buys, then the total cost of gasoline would be 3.39 g, because each gallon is $3.39. Bottom line then, our problem just becomes figuring out this sentence. The cost of the pretzels and juice plus the total cost of the gasoline must be less than or equal to $15. And symbols, that sentence would look like this. So same sentence, and then in symbols, cost of pretzels and juice, $2.59, plus cost of gasoline, 3.39 G, less than or equal to $15. Now we want the total to be less than or equal to $15 because this is all the money that Javier has. Okay, we cannot exceed $15. Now once we have this inequality, 2.59 plus 3.39 G less than or equal to 15, same as before, we just solve for G. We take away 2.59 both sides. We would get 3.39 G less than or equal to 12.41. Divide now both sides by 3.39 because again, we want to get G by itself. So when we divide both sides by 3.39, we would get that G is less than or equal to, if I can get this going, 3.660. This means in the context of our problem that Javier can buy up to 3.6 gallons of gasoline for his car. And to check, since 12.41 divided by 3.39 is actually greater than 3.6, Javier will have enough money if he gets no more than 3.6 gallons of gasoline.